This is the third part of the video, and here we will see the THT45 in front of the switchboard here. We have a transformer into the switchboard here, and then we will see what the camera can show us related to temperature and additional functions. So here we have our menu. As we can see, on the first part of menu we have the three spots, so the central spots, hot spot and cold spot into the screen, which are actually already turned on. So, and as we can see here, we have the points that are moving automatically into the screen, as we can see, for example, here. Yeah. Then we'll go to change some emissivity parameters. So actually we have a table with the common materials that you can find actually, and then we can choose, so pretty fast here, or we can personalize the value on the first part of the menu here. Then we have the third part of the menu, which is the picture-in-picture function. So for example, here we have just IR image, then we can see the visible, so normal visible image, then we can mix. So mixing means that you can regulate the blend, so the blend between a visible image and the thermal image. It's pretty easy to use because you just have to use those two buttons. Then, as you can see here, there's the 100% no transparency, and it's pretty easy to understand what's the problem and where you are measuring. So let's go on the next function. So the palettes. So we have 4 palettes here. Then we can know something more on the measure, changing the palettes. So it's pretty easy to do because, for example, here the temperature, the hot temperature is in red, the cold temperature is in blue. So what is in the middle, you can see here on the right side. You can see the range also of the minimum value of the temperature and the maximum value of the temperature here on the right side. Then we can change other palette. Which is the gray inverted, which is the black is the hottest point and the white is the coldest. So normal gray. Range, measurement range, which is the -4 Fahrenheit up to 302 Fahrenheit. So this is the first step of the range. Then we have the second one, which is a 32 Fahrenheit up to 662 Fahrenheit, which is pretty high for this kind of camera, which is the cheap camera actually. Then we have the language. French, Dutch, and Chinese, and Italian, and Spanish. Then we can choose the temperature unit, factory reset, time and date settings, information about the camera, alignment, which is the most important function of the picture-in-picture, because with this function we can align the double visual images, which are normal camera plus infrared cameras, as I told you before, but actually those are not in the same position, so we need to align depending on the distance of the measure, and this is not really so important, but it's a good function that we can find here, that actually is not really common to find is on a camera on that step of the price. So it's really useful, that function. So now we will take a photo And that photo we will see on the software.